Hello everybody, Alex or the Monkey Pickler here, and today it's finally here. The Carrack has arrived. It is we are on the 3.8.2D PTU build, I think. The Carrack was released. It took me a couple days to make it because I was out of town, but it's finally here. Finally get to look at it. I've looked around it, flown it a little bit. I have to say this is definitely my favorite ship in the game. Maybe the 890 jumps better and nicer just because it's more, I guess, more luxury. But this ship, it's nice. I can tell you that. I'm just gonna give it a quick little fly around. It takes a long time in this ship. I really like the skin. There's been show off of a exploration skin. I think that'll come with the Pisces upgrade. Maybe. Or maybe they'll have another upgrade for it to get this cool white skin on it, white and black. However, I do like how it looks. I know some people have problems with the engines, but I think they look nice. Looks almost like a Star Destroyer from behind. Looks a lot like a Star Destroyer from behind. The antennae here do not go up yet. They just stay in their, I think, retracted position. That's okay though. We've got bowl turrets on the outside. These actually extend out of the body once you've gotten inside, so they have very good field of view. They pretty much cover, there's one at each side. You have pretty much full side protection. You have one remote turret on top, I think, and then you have another turret below, another ball turret underneath. These bowl turrets are really a lot like I guess like a bomber, but they're more outside the ship. If you get what I mean. I think, yeah, that's a manned turret, I think. Yeah, it's definitely a manned turret, because you can find it inside. And then up here there is a remote turret that is controlled by one of the people on the bridge. Looks pretty snazzy. So we've got repeaters on the side, and then the covering weapons are just they're all size 4. Are single shot or semi-automatic, I guess. They're slower firing. One problem with the ship is it's definitely pretty. It's not got much defense. It has no missiles. It has for the ship of this size. It has not very much weaponry. Like something like the Starfarer, which is only about 20 meters shorter, has forward-facing cannons. I just think we need another turret, either underneath the front or on this couple more, just some more firepower. As if you get into a battle, especially if you only have like 1 or 2 crew members, you're gonna be in for a world of hurt. You either have to fly away or try to hit them with the turrets, which will be hard because turret gameplay is still less than desirable. I don't know what's with the glass here. It's really reflective. Anyway, we're going to go inside for the actual tour now. I spent probably a good, way too much time out here. You can see it's got a huge ramp. I think this must be the largest ramp in the game. Like, when you're on the ground, it's huge. Like, it's a very big ramp. It's longer than the actual interior of the ship. And so if we close the ramp, got really nice pneumatic doors. It retracts. This area is definitely big enough for at least 2 rovers. You might be able to park a ballista sideways, but I think if you jimmy it, you could like park while you're you could park a ballista like on the ramp and then retract the ramp. If you don't want to clip into the door, you can release this panel, which is kind of like on an aircraft carrier, for protecting the workers from the exhaust. But since the biggest thing you'll be parking in here is either a Merlin or a Dragonfly, if you like glitch them in here, pretty much. Like, Dragonfly you wouldn't glitch in here, but Merlin maybe. Yeah, Merlin would definitely fit here, but you can fit 2 rovers or pretty much as many Grey Cats as you can find. On our left here is the elevator. Call that for later. On the other side is the docking collar. So there's one docking collar, It's not a very, it's not, this is like one of the parts of the ship that is not symmetrical. Like ship space wise, because this side it's really closed off. There's just a elevator. This way it goes much deeper. There is a docking collar similar to the one on the color red. We also have 4 places for EVA / armor suits, whatever you want to put in here. Not 4, 5. One for each crew member except the pilot, I'm assuming. Let's go past. We are now in the cargo hold. There are 3 detachable cargo pods. I think you can also store cargo in the hangar bay. Each has, I think, 152 SCU. There's like 496. Oh, there's a clipping plane there. Definitely. You can take the elevator down to the cargo pod. Eventually, these will be droppable, and you'll be able to store like a ballista in here, and then these can open up the side. You can drive a ballista out, which could make the Carrack a very good drop ship. Like kind of like ODST style, except you drop like a pod. You put like 20 guys in here, or like a couple of vehicles, and you drop some of the pods. You could drop like, you could probably fit 40 people in this one pod alone. You could make like a 160-man paratrooper ODST squad. Give them all like heavy armor. And be the Master Chief squad. Or not Master Chief's not an ODST, but I guess you could do like a Spartan squad, whatever you want. Don't at me. Alright, if we come back to the very back, this is the weapons, this is the armory. You've got weapons lockers. You can hold lots of weapons, solidifying this as a dropship, in my opinion. A bunch of armor suit, EVA suit places. The main elevator is here. It's larger than the other one. Keep going back. This should take us to the rear turret, the one that was down. And this is pretty much the lower deck. Not too much. It's pretty linear. Most of it's taken up by the cargo. And there's it looks like there'd be a large subdeck, but most of it, if you look on the profile of the ship, is the habitation deck. We're gonna go up to the hab deck now. The new, you can see they're using the new displays they showed off at CitizenCon, ones that anyone can see. It's not just personal. I love it. One of the best changes so far. So if we drop off on the hab deck, this deck has our medical wing, which has this nice frosted glass. It looks very nice, very clean. I love it. We have the bridge down there, and then habitation in the middle. And then we have this door that doesn't open. I'm assuming at some point it'll have it'll open and have like components behind it. I don't know what else would be behind there. I'm assuming it's like a component engineering room, maybe a storage room. Hopefully it'll get fixed soon. You just keep coming around. It's the same on this side. It's just a big room. So the Carrack, I've noticed, the interior space is actually kind of small. It's just it's a very open ship, which is quite nice. You know, there's no pool like the 890 jump. Like the 890 jump really packs stuff in. Like the 890 jump shows how much bigger a ship is. It is, because it really is a huge ship. So look in here, engineering, maintenance, repair. This is like a cleaning room, or / airlock cleaning room. You got a bunch of beds. These work as respawn points. The main medical bed for sure works as a respawn point, and it'll be, I think, a class 2. And you'll like click here to select your you see, you select in game you would select, or in like the PU, you'd select your respawn point. It's got a nice door. It closes. On the right we have like the operator's room, like the person who's operating the bench. Oxygen canisters, a bunch of gloves and syringes. You know, typical stuff you'd see. Servers. Oh, there might be the server room. I don't know. And then, oh, these ones don't open. A lot of the lockers on this building actually open. If you come over here, this is just the storage room that was on the thing. So extra syringes, gloves, just supplies. So if you ever have medical supplies, you can store them here probably. Fire extinguishers. That's the medical room. pretty a lot like the I think the 890 jumps is a lot more Spartan. The 890 jump could have taken something from this. This looks like it should belong in the 890 jump. If we come on, the first room on our left is the mess hall. It's not got a full-on kitchen like some ships. It's just got like a microwave, fridge, basic stuff. I mean, in the future you could probably microwave a hamburger, like in Spy Kids. I mean, maybe not, because that makes no sense. But you could have like, you'd have meals and stuff. I mean, when you're on a ship or in the military, you have like MREs and stuff. So don't expect the best. So that's the mess hall. Directly across the mess hall is the crew quarters. This includes the crew rec room. For a rec room, it's just got a pool table. It'd be nice to see some chairs, maybe a TV. I guess there's TVs up there. But some chairs would be nice for people to sit. Or like combine the rec room and the mess hall. Just a couple nitpicks. If we go to our right, I think this is the bathroom. Yes. The bathroom and shower room are separate for some reason. Doesn't make much sense. Logistically wise, because most people, I don't know, if you want to use the bathroom then shower, or shower then use the bathroom, you have to like go a distance. Got that gromedy floor, toothbrushes, typical stuff. Mirrors don't work yet. I actually learned in my graphics class it's because it's much harder to render, it's much easier to render your world around you than it is to render the player. It's much easier. Like, it's completely, it requires a lot of recoding. And then you got your toilet paper. Guess we still use toilet paper in the future. No robots to wipe our butts. Nice windows. I do like the windows in these crew quarters. This lets in light. Even when you're in space, you want to look out a window. Come into the bunks. There's 5 bunks, and there's this one lonely guy who got a single. There's 2 bunks. I like the look of the bunks. Definitely shows how it was like sort of a military ship. However, a military ship would definitely have used this space better. If you look at something like a submarine will fit like 20 beds in here. Just a couple benches. These benches should be in the other room, out there, in my opinion, but that's just me. Some lockers. Everyone gets a locker, and then on the left, a very similar bathroom. I'm guessing 2 people, like it's like everyone gets their own like side of a bathroom, and then these are the showers. They look really nice. This is a nice shower. Like, I would not have any problem using this shower. I mean, it could shoot off to the side. It's got buttons for hot and cold, but then also down here knobs for hot and cold, and then a third one. And it's a rain shower. I mean, it's not really practical because it's only 3 by like 8 nozzle. It should be at least like 6 wide. Otherwise, you're just not getting much water. But I guess on a ship, you don't have much water, so at least not much potable water. And then if we leave, come out here, this is the captain's quarters. I really like it. It's again a little Spartan. Guess that's how it was. It should probably have like 2 desks here for people who are coming to talk to the captain. As you know, sometimes the captain has to talk to people in private, and you don't want your guest or the person talking to standing. He's got foldable TV screens. That's cool, I guess. They didn't really need to add that, but they did. He's got his own private window. It's actually angled upwards, so he can look upwards. Don't know what the design choice behind that was. He gets a standard bunk. A little bit disappointed by this. They could have done something like the Starfarer has the like the color, the spaceman sheets, and the 890 Jump has that huge captain's quarters. Got his own cubby again. Weapons locker, I think. I don't know. Bathroom, shower. He's got like memento stands, stuff like that. I'm happy with it. There's always things you can change, always things that could be better, but that's just how it is. Here again, here's that. There's a bridge. So, in the bridge, there are 2 elevators in this ship. are 3 elevators. One that goes between the subdeck and the subdeck habitation deck and the technical deck. There's the main elevator, which is the largest, which also goes to the cartography deck, which we haven't seen yet. And then there's the bridge elevator, which takes you between the 2 bridges. We are currently on the lower bridge. There are there's the main pilot seat, co-pilot, and 2 co-pilot seats. The main pilot, so I'll show you in a minute, but there's a really, oh my god, this looks like I'm about to fall into space. This looks amazing. The main pilot seat is, again, is, you know, your typical standard, all your MFDs, pilot seat. However, there's an additional main pilot seat up top that allows you to control the ship from the upper deck. However, it has limited functionality. You don't have as many MFDs, but since the ship isn't a combat ship, it doesn't really matter. You don't have guns to control or missiles. I should also notice there are a bunch of servers here, so you can have a lot of automation and data running, I'm assuming. Also, all the component holders are kind of empty, so it's a bunch of just empty like panels. It's kind of funny. We'll go up to the upper bridge now. The upper bridge has the gunner's position on the right, I think like a, you know, just a, you know, navigator on their left. You've got this huge, you got the ball map, you know, typical, will work someday. Couple MFDs there, and then you have the command station. This is like the captain's chair, or the captain stands. He has limited functionality. He can, like, oh, can I click on the menu? You can do comms and flying from up here. So you pretty much can do everything. You can deploy the landing gear, I think. Yeah, you can deploy the landing gear. You get amazing view. Like, this is a really, really nice view of everything. Oh. Retract that landing gear. Okay. So I really do like the bridge. I mean, it's probably not the best use of space, but it looks amazing, so I don't care. Here, then we go back. We have the escape pods. There are 6 escape pods here. I think there are also 2 more in the back of the ship on the upper deck. This is pretty much this is our technical deck. This is where all the reactors. This is the drone room, where we have some the drones will sit here up on these metal pods. They'll get deployed into this canister and then get jettisoned into space. It's like an airlock, like a mini airlock for drones. There's 2 drones operators. You'll be able to fly drones around. And could you imagine getting like Predator drones? Some sort of military like Predator drone, or I guess that's what the Nautilus had. So here, one of my favorite features of the ship is the hangar. I love ships with hangars. I love ships that can deploy other ships, even if it's a really big takeaway of the space, and something like the Andromeda really keeps it tighter, but it's something that I want in a ship. It's got some nice windows looking in. We'll go out first. We'll go out after we open the door. The door is opened. We were already there by this panel. There is also you have to open from what I can tell, you have to open the hangar from here or in the room. You can't open it, you can't land on the top of the ship and open up the hangar and then, I guess you can't open it from up there. It has to be open from inside. There is also, it's not like the, it's also not like the 890 jump, and where it floats up, like the hangar raises, it kind of stays platform like this. And the only place to turn it on is there. Or, I'm being dumb. Okay. These weird slanted doors to make room, the most room. I know you can fit, obviously you can put the Pisces. Apparently the Gladius does not fit, the Aurora fits, the Mustang does not fit. It has to be 4.5 meter max height. So if your ship's over 4.5 meters tall, you won't fit. If we come to the back of the ship, this brings us to more the engineering deck. To the turrets, there's going to be one on the other side. This is the crossing deck, and then in here it's the main reactors or engines. We got the, I think these are either the main engines or just the reactors that lead to the engines. And then there is a ladder that goes all the way down to the bottom deck, I think. I've never actually seen anyone in another video go down here. This is the, I think, quantum drive. Fuel tank. Yeah, there's 2 fuel tanks here. This is lower engineering. I've never actually seen a video of anyone actually coming back here. You got life support back here. It's all like your main, like your, all your components are down here, pretty much. Then we'll go up to upper engineering. Found something I didn't actually know was here. That's cool. Okay, well that's the engine. This is pretty much the engineering deck. Let's go up to a really nice room, the cartography deck. We'll take the main elevator. These new elevators are amazing. Okay, at the back. So the elevator is in the middle. There's 2 sides. We have the map room, which looks amazing. It's got the engineering station for now. Eventually you'll be able to map out stuff. It looks really cool. You could have like an org meeting here or something. It looks nice. Or you can, oh, not that way. Go around. You have nice viewing angles here. You can see outside. You got EVA suits and 2 more escape pods, 1 on each side. And then you have an airlock, which allows you to go outside. And then you can be outside. This is one of the ways to exit the ship. There's only 2 ways to get in the ship, either downstairs or up here, or down the ramp, or up through up here. Well, and that's the cartography deck. Well, that's the Carrack, guys. It's finally here, and it's quite nice. I am pleased. Obviously, there's always things. You fixes some bugs with the ship currently. I think some people are having lighting problems. I was having landing gear problems. Like it jitters on the ground. It doesn't fit into all the hangars that it should. But for the most part, it's just small bugs that they're ironing out. And it should be on the main server probably by the end of the week. That's my guess, unless they run into some major blockers. Anyways, I hope you guys all enjoyed. Hope to see you guys all next time. It's me, Alex from Mike Pickler. I'm out of here. Bye.